Live from Boise, Idaho, capital of the state, with your boy, Robert Falco, aka Dr. Falconium. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, aspirational, international, keenly awaited, daily created, highly anticipated edition of the afternoon swing trading floor with your humble host, Jeremy Alexander Newsom and Robert Falco, with another daily dose of mental delicious brain food, reminding you to love life, live life, and trade it. What is going on, folks? In the building, September is over. The quarter is over. The month is over. Who's ready for a new month? I am. I always love new months. I love new days. I love Fridays. I love Mondays. Jacob with the real question says, why is the zebra chair not being utilized? I know.
Yeah.
I told Robert to just be the zebra chair all day. But man.
That's the one with the cat hair all over it.
That's Chester's chair. That's for the cat. Philip Williams says the debate is over. Yes, the debate is indeed over. I'm trying to figure out what's the best angle for this camera, but put it right there. All right, team. So yeah, let's get the screen share turned on. Amy says, great beard. Thank you, Amy. No Shave November's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Time to grow out the beards. Let's get it going. Let's get them going. Who can grow the most epic beard? I know Lucas is doing well with the beard. And Robert says he's going to grow a great one.
I don't know. Beards get too itchy.
Oh, man. Love it. All right. So here we go. Long story short, broader markets. We continued higher today. So I talked about it yesterday. Type in a 1 if you remember me saying within this week, we're going to find out bull or bear pretty substantially. And we found out. I mean, this is a good move. Yes, we have a large upper shadow. Absolutely. But I mean, it's a good close, relatively speaking. It's a good volume candle. It's a nice flag pattern. I mean, I do think this gap can still fill at some point, but I mean, realistically speaking, weekly chart looks good. And we have a new monthly chart. This monthly chart is over. I mean, that's a great monthly candle. Really, really nice monthly candle. So we talked about kind of worst case scenarios and what things like that are going to occur. And I'll just repeat and reiterate so that everyone's on the same page with me is if we get one of these guys, strong, new all-time high in October, I'm going to go all in cash again and then expect one of those. I don't want it to happen, but it could. Also, worst case scenario looks something like this. So late November, I'm going to be pretty bullish in the markets, but I do expect regardless of who wins the election, we're going to have some good volatility. My prediction, if Biden wins, we'll have a really, really nice drop. It'll scare a lot of people, maybe all the way down to 290, phenomenal buying opportunity. If Trump gets reelected, then we still will have a little bit of a drop down to 310, 300, and then we go higher. Just what I'm expecting. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just ready for it if it does. And if we just go all Rambo in the markets and just do nothing but go up again, then that's also fine. I'm okay with that. So either way, just be prepared, know what you want to do, and know where you want to do it at. And then if it does it, go do it. Here's the Qs. And the Qs didn't even hit the 100. Didn't even hit the 100. Now, yes, it was a 10% pullback. And I think Robert said something about it was the fastest pullback ever.
From an
all-time high.
10%.
Yeah, fastest 10% from an all-time high ever was this week, which that says a lot. I mean, really, it does. So I think in general, we could still should eventually hit that 100 simple moving average. Let's find out what happens tomorrow. I mean, could October be ugly? The answer is yes. October historically is more bearish on the markets than bullish. So we will see. Lita says, what happens if we don't have anyone after the election and it alleges to the courts? I don't know. It's not going to be good, though. Yeah, markets really, really, really do not like indecision and stuff like that. And so if if we go to like 2-3 weeks, all of the ballots, the mail-in ballots that your boy Trump was talking about last night, all the mail-in ballots and all the frauds or whatever, and everything starts happening, it's all scary and terrifying. I agree with you. It won't be amazing. that's where we can have a nice little dip. We can get a nice dip if that occurs. So Craig says you can count on us in Florida to mess something up. Yeah. Yep. I like it. All right. So anyway, we'll find out. Again, I would like one more dip in the market, just letting you all know that. So just be prepared. Again, I'm about 50% in cash, and I definitely have cash to deploy. I'm ready. I'm not going to take any large positions in October. I'll be waiting for a later November. So I'm just going to sit on the sidelines, let some lower limits get filled, do some swing trades, do some day trades, do some option sales, try to buy things as cheap as I can. And if we start just going boom, 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 awesome. We're going to make some money in October, and then I'm going to sell and go into cash again. So just wanting everyone to know it is easily a third time in the year coming is a possibility. Okay. That's the broader markets. That's what I have planned. Let's go look at some individual stocks and see what's the what, and look at some stocks that you guys are interested in for Energy Wednesday. First on that list is GAN, ticker symbol GAN. And I know a few traders who are in GAN, and, good. It got some bullish momentum finally. That's all I can say. So you did get a pretty decent close. If I turn on the candlesticks, I mean, it looks like a very short-term inverted head and shoulders pattern. So keep your eyes on GAN to have a little bit of bullishness if you're in it. I don't have any position in it and most likely won't, although it does look a little different than the market. My target for GAN short-term would be 2066, which unless I'm bad at math, is $4 higher than where it is now. So it can go up for sure, and you can make some money on it. Just keep that in mind. That's kind of what my thoughts are on GAN. FIVN, not sure what this stock is. Oh yeah, 5.9. Good old tech company. I mean, what are you going to do about that?
It's like a triple top.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Wow. No one's talking about this company. This doesn't come up anywhere. Look at that hammer. That is a nice hammer. Wow. Well, yeah, I would have gotten in somewhere right around here, 118, stop at 107, and probably still in. Does have a nice little upper shadow at that similar resistance. So if it pulls back, rinse and repeat. And if it doesn't pull back, stay in. All right, that's what I got. Microsoft, MSFT. Microsoft, again, it's Microsoft. So I'm not really ever short this thing. I don't have any position in it right now. But again, you had an immaculate hammer. So for anyone who took my hammer class, congrats. I mean, September 18th was a nice one on Microsoft. I didn't play that one at all. I'm not in Microsoft at all, but I know a lot of you are. And Microsoft looks quite delicious. You have a pretty cute Morningstar reversal pattern here. So again, if we continue higher, let's continue higher. Can we get a nice little selling day tomorrow? I think so. I think October 1st, early October. October's not the most bullish month of all time. So if we get some strong selling tomorrow and over the next 2 or 3 days, I'm fine with that. We don't have that many swing trades, and we'll look to pick some things up on the lower levels. But day trading, I'm expecting to be a little bit better in October. Weibo Corporation, ticker symbol WB, had earnings and is still just trading sideways. This is the weekly chart, and the weekly chart, I mean, you had a really, really nice consolidation / compression. We have been trading sideways for a while. One white soldier followed by one black crow followed by one white soldier on the weekly chart. So if Weibo does take out 37.54, which is the high of 2 weeks ago, AKA a close above the 200 simple, that would be kind of best case scenario for ticker symbol WB. We'll see if it happens, and I'll put it on the list for Tuesday of next week so we can just kind of keep tabs on it. And of course, if it, does that, then great. CCC, there's a lot of traders in this one. I know I've been pumping this stock for a while, but I like it. I like the trend. I like the fundamentals. I like the chart. And look at this gap action. I mean, look at that thing. Wow. Congratulations on CCC. For those who are in it, there's a few of you in it. Awesome. Chart looks good. Trend looks good. We've been looking at this one every day since the gap up in July, and the analysis has been the exact same. Jacob says, that gap ever fill? I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. Edward says, I sold my calls today on CCC. No, you did not. What are you talking about, Willis? Which ones? Edward says, waiting for a pullback. The January 2022? Right on, man. Well, you didn't lose on them. Or at least that's what I've been told. I was told that you didn't lose on them. So good job, man. Congrats, CCC looking nice. Here's Maxin Solar, MAXN. And this is one that we played, got stopped out, and it had a perfect hammer back on September 21st. Gorgeous inside candle the next day with a shave top. Pow town. Got to get in on that candle or this candle, and then just kind of ripped higher. So what I'm looking for on MAXN to get back in on this trade is a pullback to here. Really just to repeat that exact same entry. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to make it official. And again, I don't know if it's actually going to fill or not, but 1384 by 1084. Let's see what we get on MAXN. Okay, come over here. New official day trade on Max and Swing Trade. Chris has finished September with 7.3 Rs off of my 15-hour target, but I learned a lot about being more disciplined. Looking forward to October. Congrats. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so MAXN, good. Let's go into the Swing Trade Journal. Again, we don't have tons and tons of trades open. We got silver. Apparently, me and Ricky thought the exact same thing on silver. I didn't even see his trade when I set it up, but I was like, hey, let's just double dip. Why not? 1384, 1084 shares. I think it's a good trade based on a retest gap. Open is not triggered yet. And there we go on MAXN. All right, next on the list is Virgin Galactic. And here we come on Virgin Galactic. Not that we didn't think that was going to happen or anything. I feel like we talked about this recently. So if you're looking at playing it, that will be it. Somewhere in this range. I mean, this is, you get to determine where and when and how, right? It's kind of up to you. Edward says this is where he has his limit. Are you doing calls or shares? I think you're doing calls. Edward's going to be doing calls there on Virgin Galactic. It's a retest gap. There's tons of support there. I mean, there's all kinds of ways. So just keep a really close eye on Virgin Galactic in this general area if you're looking at playing it. I'm not saying it's going to work just like the exact same trade it worked back in July, but it could. It is a very nice gap on a weekly chart. I dig it. I'm a fan. Looks good to me. Buy low, sell high. Thumbs up. All right. Had some requests for the Biddy, AKA Bitcoin, of which I have more than one. And the 100 simple moving average on Bitcoin is still holding up. What Bitcoin needs to do, and it needs to do it soon, is close above 11,000. When I say soon, it needs to do that before October 22nd, which is a very arbitrary, totally made up day that has no relevancy at all. And if it can close above there on October 22nd, we should hold up pretty well. So if we can trade back down, if we don't do that, we're going to trade back down to 9,000 and some change. And I'll look to buy, just slowly keep accumulating more on Bitcoin at that price. So right now, I'm just keeping my, my positions and then just slowly accumulating over time. And I love, love, love this weekly hammer with this inside week so far. I'm a really, really big fan of that. So again, we'll find out. It should be interesting to see how we play it out. And let's rock and roll. All right, here's Ethereum. And Ethereum still looks really strong. The strongest altcoin, in my opinion, right now is ETH. And what I love on the weekly chart, again, Beautiful hammer candle. Intensely amazing. Gorgeous. Monthly chart. Nice retest. And the month is over as of midnight tonight. So new month, new week, new day. Sorry, new month on Ethereum, not new week or day. But yep, interesting to see what happens. A little bit more bullish than bearish. Keep accumulating. Looks good. Next on the list is Home Depot. And Home Depot does what Home Depot does. Look at this 2-day pennant pattern, gap out of that pennant pattern. Wow. Look at that Home Depot 2-day pennant pattern. That is so nice. So again, at the retreat, that was the main strategy that I mentioned that we should be focusing on during that week. And some traders kind of continued that overall approach. So you have a really nice candle pennant pattern there with a gap out of it and a nice retest, and then another one, and then it just kind of continued. Sam said someone should make a lesson about the 2-day pennant. I know. I think that'd be so valuable to talk about how to trade those gaps. Now, again, I did not trade Home Depot at all today, but this 3-minute chart. I mean, if anybody wants to see a thing of beauty, look at this. Look at this. I mean, even Robert Falco could have made money on that trade.
With a high day breakdown.
Woo! Look at that one. I mean, beautiful. So again, didn't trade it. Wasn't on my list, but sure could have been. All right, so Home Depot is Home Depot, right? I would just assume to continue to be bullish. Net, I'm in some shares of Net, 400 shares to be exact, and just waiting for this to do its thing. So I'm in some shares. I have a put that's going to expire worthless. It was on October 30. So I'm just leaving it alone. I mean, it's so, I think I paid, I'd have to check. Is it still available? No. I forget exactly how much I paid for it. 40 cents or something, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It was a $30 put just in case we broke this pennant pattern bearish. We did not. And Net looks good. So if you're in it, I guess just stay in it. Weekly chart's nice looking trends. Right on. Next on the list is SPWR, SunPower Corporation, and this thing just won't pull back. SunPower did have a retest gap right here. It did retest. You got a nice hammer there, a nice high wave candle there, and just a decent trend on SunPower. Really good close right here. I think this is one of the candles that would have triggered Matt DeLong's strategy that you guys were talking about not too long ago. And that would have been a nice little trade on SunPower. So weekly chart, you know, doing its thing, looks strong, closing above a bunch of levels. And again, brand new monthly candles coming out tomorrow. So when you're doing your analysis, look at these monthly charts and figure out where these moving averages are and these supports and all that kind of good stuff. SunPower has some strength. It has some power. So look to buy that dip, I guess, would be the thoughts, AKA buy that salsa. All right, next on the list is Intel. And Intel is not going higher. I know a lot of you are in some shares. I heard John X was in some shares of Intel at one point, or some calls, and then sold, locking a nice little profit on the 2nd of September, and then bought some more in a pullback. So Intel looks good, weekly chart doing its thing. It's going to take some time of that, I can assure you. In fact, I was told one point in my life that everything takes either time or money. So let's see what happens. Intel, slow grind, looks good. All right, and Peloton, AKA Pelothian. So Peloton, here's where I'm looking at getting in. I'll look to get in around here, which is 85. Bowflex came out with a Peloton. Bowflex came out with a bike, and I saw a commercial for it. That's how I know. You guys ever see those Bowflex commercials and you think to yourself, man, if only I bought that, I could look like that? I think that every day. Every time I see that, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Buy that, do that workout, look like that. Need to get it. And then I buy it, and then I don't use it, and then I don't look like that. So Alex says, I remember the perfect push-up. Oh, that was classic. I'm a Marine. This is how you do push-ups in the Marines with your fists and they spin. Get the shoulders. Get the deltoids ripped. You know?
You know you got to shake weight.
If you don't have a shake weight, you do not enjoy fitness. That is correct. That's the right way to approach fitness. You got to have a shake weight to make your arms jacked. Anyway. Yeah, good times to be had. Long story short, Peloton. I don't have one, although I love. All right, you guys want to know a secret obsession of mine? Here it comes. I love getting on a bike and just working for like 4 or 5 hours while I'm riding a bike, texting and doing everything on my phone. That's one of my favorite pastimes. Just like getting on a bike, having my phone fully charged and just going bananas. Yeah, stationary bike for sure. Yep. Get a stationary bike and just answer text messages and emails and do social media for 4 or 5 hours and get like 50, 60 miles in. Get my legs all jacked. Love it. Anyway, Peloton by the pullback. All right. I skipped some. All right, ramble, because that's what I've been doing today. RMBL, Rumbellion, Rumbleonio, Rumbleonion. So good old RMBL. I kind of like this hammer, if I'm being honest. I dig it. Rumbleon.
They buy, sell, use motorcycles.
That sounds like an absolute horrible company. They buy and sell used motorcycles and they're publicly traded. I can do that for free. I can do that. How is it worth 10? Wow, that's amazing. Okay. I guess anything can be traded, but at least it's going down. Let's give that a day or two. I could still take a trade on it. What a perfect stock to put on the list for Thursday. Buy and sell motorcycles. Volume is not amazing, but I think it would be enough. It wouldn't be bad for a swing trade. Okay, who likes guns? Strum Ruger. Good old RGR. Sam says Falco likes guns.
Yep.
He's a gun dude. He is a gun guy.
There's one sitting right over here. I don't know.
Yeah. I've been seeing it all day. I'm like, oh boy. No, I'm very comfortable around weapons. I'm a weapon safety. I've had weapon safety classes. Monthly charts, RGR, good old Strum, Ruga. Wow, there's no way that's September 2nd, is it? No. I was like, that would have been so cool. Okay, so this had already sold off by September 2nd. Look at this gap down. How'd I miss this one? Oh, the always classy dividend gap down. Man, I can blame Thomas Wong for not us missing this trade. That's definitely Thomas. Thomas is supposed to help me find those perfect dividend gaps. That's one of them. Jay says, good luck finding ammo right now. Yeah, ammo's been a little bit of a struggle bus recently. Your boy Robert makes his own ammo. All right. What was this?
Car Gurus is using Rumble-On's technology.
Oh, that's good to know. Let's go look at Car Gurus next, and we'll put it on the list for Thursday as well. Good old things when you investigate. I always like investigating. I guess long story short on RGR, wait for it. It posted the most epic false breakout of all time. Type in a 7 if you can see it. None of us would have bought that, but me, 11 years ago, all the shares. like I would get a loan to buy shares there. So fortunately, I've figured out just don't buy really high. You know, weird once that really sinks in, how much money you can make in the stock market, right, Joseph? Just don't buy super high. Just wait for it to come down lower. Car Gurus, CARG. Man, this stock looks like Jason Bond's Better Business Bureau rating. Just dropping. Overall trend, not looking good. And by the way, in all seriousness, if you guys ever Google Raging Bull or Tim Sykes or Jeff Bishop or Jason Bond, Better Business Bureau ratings, they're not what people refer to as good. And it's funny, they still sell millions of dollars of products. I don't know. At one point, SEC will do their job, I would hope. You know, I like this. I like this candle pattern. I like this one. It's a nice little hammer. I agree that it's just in a nice downtrend, but maybe it can catch a really fast little pop. Okay. I'll come back to that tomorrow, and if it still looks good, I might set that up. All right, Fastly. Now, Fastly, I do have some shares of. Not many, 130, I think, but I bought them at 73.88. I mean, why buy them at 73.88? Because that was the support. So I got filled. I think on the additional shares I bought on the breakout of this candle. I know Yates is in Fastly. A few other traders are in Fastly. And I have a $100 covered call for this Friday that I sold for $2 at the exact high of yesterday. So I don't mind getting called away at Fastly, but most likely this week I won't. I can buy that back if I need to. Probably do it tomorrow. I don't have to by any means buy that one back, but if I do buy it back, cool, small win, and then I'll just sell another one. But I'm probably going to just start hedging with options on Fastly and just let it kind of just slowly work its way out. But I love the chart, love the trend, looks good. Let's see if it can break out higher at some point. Beyond the Meat. So Beyond Meat, what it's doing right now is just struggling with this really, really nice resistance. Really nice resistance on Beyond Meat. But this is one that a few traders have made $1 or $2 on. And I think there's $1 or $2 to be made again on Beyond Meat. So I really don't think we have to like just stop looking at this one. You've had some great hammers. You've had some great pullbacks. Really, really, really good candles with volume coming in. I mean, once you closed above the September 3rd candle on September 10th, you had to buy the pullback. And I heard that Robert Falco did on the 11th, got into some trades. So Dan Jansen played this one well. I'm really looking for a pullback around 155 on Beyond Meat. We'll see if we get it. But if we don't, I will buy a pullback at some point. But Beyond Meat, you got to start keeping an eye on this one, folks, almost on the daily basis. Daily basis, Beyond Meat, ready to do its thing. Trend is confirmed. Microvision. No idea, but the chart looks good. On a daily chart. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. This looks like Tim Sykes' online reputation. Wow. All right, daily chart. It's a very nice pennant pattern. I can trade pennant patterns. It has 4 million shares. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to draw it for right now, and I'll come back tomorrow and see if I want to play it. It's got the volume. MVIS. Cool. Looks interesting. Next on the list, Apple. So we talked about Apple yesterday. Apple, I mean, in my opinion, this is one of the strongest closes that it could have. So Apple doing its work, pull down to support, you know, September 2nd, not a bad time to sell Apple. And it pulled down 24% and filled a lot of trader orders. And, you know, it looks nice. So it just needed a pullback. It was just very, very, very steep. It was up there. Really, really, really high. So I think this is it, folks. Full moon comes out tomorrow. And these moving averages are starting to cross. A little bit more of a resting day tomorrow and the next day. And then, man, I think some buying can start coming in. So if you got some shares of Apple or you got some bullish positions on Apple, good for you. All right. Good old Tesla. Tesla. Oh, Sam says I bought a $100 put on Apple. Victor says target on Apple. Hold until you throw up, Victor. Ask me that question 3 weeks from now. So just keep holding it, my man. It's normally the best way to play Apple. If I sell everything, you can sell Apple. Otherwise, make some money with it. All right. Tesla did the absolute most bullish thing that it could do today is close above these two candles. I get it that it has a downtrend line, but how long do downtrend lines last on Tesla? I know a lot of you are just baffled by this company. I get it. I can see why. But, I mean, how much higher can it go? I have no idea. It had a split. It sold off after the split. We talked about that. That was great. And then we bought it after the split, and then it ran up. And then we sold it after Battery Day because we said Battery Day was going to suck, and it did. And then we bought it again. I mean, our timing on Tesla has been immaculate. It's so good. We should call up Elon and be like, bro, we are single-handedly moving the stock for you. Not really, obviously. But trend looks good. Chart looks good. I'm interested to see what happens. Lucian got a swing on it yesterday, and I said on Lucian. So we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll see what it does. And in general, I love the fact that it closed above the last two candles. So if it starts gapping and showing some strength, it can go higher. So don't think that it can't at this particular point in time. Trend looks really nice. So I am in Tesla bullish. I have March 500 calls and I have 150 shares. So we will see. If it has another strong day of bullishness tomorrow, I most likely will sell some covered calls against it. Expect one of those guys to come in, and then off to the races we go. All right, that's it. Tesla next on the list, Lemonade, LMND. So we talked about yesterday that we wanted it to close above the high of yesterday, and it did not, at least not yet. So what I'm now going to do is zoom in and do a relatively aggressive trade on Lemonade and see if we can catch one of these IPO trades that break lower and then bounce. All right, so 30-minute chart. Yeah, nice amount of volume. Okay. Extended hours. Ooh. So if we buy it above there, we really should buy it here at 50.76. All right, one more day of planning. I want this and then that. Okay, I can keep waiting. Someone once told me sometimes you have to wait for things. I was like, man, that's really good advice. All right, here's work, WORK. And Slack Technologies still just kind of chilling. You did get best case scenario on September 21st with the close of that neckline, a retest. So this just could be a flag pattern. What I would do is watch the next 2 days closely. If work gaps down tomorrow below the open of those candles, goodbye. If it gaps up and shows some strength, that's also fine. But yeah, Slack Technologies. I guess we'll just keep waiting on it, guys. If you're in shares, you know, I know you're losing, but you're not hemorrhaging money. It's not up, but it's just gonna be sideways for a while.
It's not doing a VP.
Yeah, Yeah, we're going to talk about energy in just a second. We got to talk about some energy, folks, at some point today. All right, AYX. Again, not the strongest close in the world, but nothing's happening on AYX. I'm in it. A lot of people are in it. We're still waiting. Buy off the blue line. That's the strategy that I teach a bunch of kids, and it's at the blue line. So let's hope that it bounces. I'm in long. Shares and leaps. Facebook did not get filled on Facebook. So upsetting. So upsetting. Didn't hit the 100. So I'm missing this one. So I'm going to have to kind of re-strategize my pyramid on Facebook at some point. I won't do that now, but long story short, if you're in, just hold, and I'm not in. Every time I see this chart, like just how straight up we've been, man, I would love that. Whew. I don't know, guys. That would be so fun. It's not like we've never had a really, really bearish October before. Hashtag 2018. Man, by the way, type in a 4 if you were not trading in 2018. Because the crazy part is a lot of us here at RLT were. Yeah, and man, everyone was like, talk about people thinking the world was going to end. You know, back in 2018, everyone was like, this is it. Whole world's going to hell in a handbasket. Trump can't do anything. This is happening. This North Korea. It was North Korea all over the place. Like North Korea's doing this. Bombs are doing this. We're about to die. Right? So instead of pandemic, it was like, nope. And then December 26th, man.
After everybody got a lump of coal in their stocking.
Dude, everyone got a lump of coal in their stocking, and apparently they got mad, and everyone's like, buy with both hands. We have not stopped since December 26, 2018. What a fun day that was in the market. Like, I just woke up, and then that whole week, it just did nothing but go up. I mean, look at this. Look at it, just. I mean, December 24th was a massacre on so many things. It was a bad day for a lot of traders. I was just buying all kinds of things. It was fun. I was having a blast. Anyway, so now you're coming back and look what we're doing. I mean, could we have a nice little sell off and then we bounce again? Absolutely. I hope we do personally. All right, Upwork. Now I know a lot of you guys don't know about this trade that I was in, but I played Upwork with some positions and exited today at 1767. So that was my target on Upwork. I hit the target today, and yeah, good trade. So UPWK, nice looking move. And then on a weekly chart, I mean, realistically, I will probably look to get in again if Upwork can pull back to 1525. So Upwork, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, when people are not working, they can go to Upwork and make tons of money, right? You can, I mean, you personally, if you're not having a job and you want a job and you want to work on the side, get a little bit of side hustle money, looks really good to me long-term. Joseph says, what was it that stuck out that made you play it? We played a swing trade. I can back trade it for you. I'll show you. So this was the original setup right here. I was like, okay, cool. If it breaks out, I want in, right? Breakout, stop loss. So that was pretty much it. I was like, boom, I'm in. Greatest trader in the world. My name is Newsom. What's up, everyone who wants to party? Oh, no, it's okay. It'll break out. Oh, I'm an idiot. So that's how that went on Upwork. And then, oh, wow. Not only am I the greatest trader in the world, I'm just a giant moron. I just bought high and sold low. What a stupid face. So then this candle comes in and I'm like, all right, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm going to spill milk on you. I think that's the way that saying goes. So I wanted to get in with this hammer. Entry there, stop there. This candle set up, looked great. So I set that up. This one came in, didn't fill, but I set up intraday as it was happening. This was September 4th. So I had already gone to cash September 2nd, as you guys know. When this was happening, I had limit orders placed on a few things that I wanted to own. Upwork was one of them because I got wicked out here. So I wanted some shares at this support. Not a lot, wasn't a huge position. Got a little bit at 13 and some change. Amazing candle there, right? Very, very pretty. And then boom, gorgeous close. Above the hammer, above the wick, looks nice. Doing a limit buy, right? Got filled here and then added to the position there. So good close. Looks good. Another hammer. Bought some more. Bought some more. Bought some more. Bought some more. Wanted to buy some more. Didn't get filled. Sold everything. That was it. Yeah, man. That was the trade. Next on the list, Walmart WMT. So this is one that your boy Tony Magoni set up. Tones Magones. And yeah, let's see if it works. You guys got triggered in. We're triggered in. It's in Walmart. Best of luck. Let's see if it pulls a Walmart and eventually slowly goes higher. MRNA. I watched this one today for a day trade because I thought that the chart looked really good. Never got filled. Watched it all day. That's pretty much it. I thought the gap was good, and apparently it was okay. So I'm watching for a bull candle on this one tomorrow, and then some type of bullish situational setup. I'm going to put that on the list on Friday. I think this looks like an invert head and shoulders pattern. And this is the neckline. So I'm going to watch this one for 2 or 3 days. And, we'll see what MRNA is doing. Trump mentioned this one in the debate a little bit last night by name. And that's kind of what gave it a little bit of a pump, I think. The good old Trump pump on mRNA. All right. Micron Technology just absolutely pulled a William Shatner and gapped down, trapped everybody. A lot of bulls, and then just got absolutely smoked. So Robert has been saying this gap was going to fill. Looks like he's absolutely correct. I did not play this bearish today for whatever reason. Not entirely sure why I didn't play it bearish, but I didn't. This is when I would have shorted it. Would have been over here. Around right when it broke down the support. And we've been an okay trade, but I did sell some volatility on Micron. So I have 10 contracts at $37.50 on mRNA. I would not mind owning $37,000 worth of Micron at, $37.50. So ticker symbol MU, that's where I want to own some shares at. If I put some shares there, I'll have 1,000 of them, and then I'll own them until I sell them for 44 and some change, and I'll make $6 or $7 grand. I've done this before. This is not the first time on Micron. That's just my plan. Up to you on how you want to do it, but very, very strong gap, amazing gap down, really, really pretty, and that's about it. All right, now here's the conundrum that I'm facing. My conundrum. Now, how many people are still here? Let me find out. Okay, we have 74 people live. I need your help. I need your guys' help. Does the world still need oil? Or am I just missing something? Are you guys sure? Because I'm looking at these energy companies, and there's a lot of them. They're getting absolutely train housed. BP has had 9 weeks in a row of selling. 9 weeks.
Like 28 out of the last 30 days.
Oh, yeah, on the daily chart, 28 out of the last 30 days is a down day. Fear is about to come in on the market on energies, folks. Look at ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is at 34 share. This is a 2004 lows. I think I'm looking at buying some. I don't think anyone's talking about oil. I don't think anyone's excited about it. I think this is the good old fashioned H pattern, right? Boom, 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 and then pow over time. Now, I think they're going to go down a little bit lower before they start bouncing. I don't think the sheer panic is in yet, but I'm going to start looking at these every single Wednesday, because the question for me is ExxonMobil and BP actually going to go bankrupt? Dang, man, I don't think so. You know? Like, I mean, look at Chevron. Look at Chevron. Have you guys seen Chevron? It's at 76, 72. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So here's the thing. I think we need to start planning on how we can take some positions in oil. I'm not saying they're going to go to 100. What I'm saying is we can short it on the way down and then play it when it starts to bounce. Because I think energy and oils can go a little bit lower, but I don't think these things go to zero. And I'm not saying we have to take a big position in it, but we can just buy some shares of one of them, BP, Chevron, or Exxon. That's the only one that I'm going to do. Their dividend, exactly, will likely get cut, which will cause it to go a little bit lower. I agree. So I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm just simply saying start planning it so that if in February 2021, when the economy gets turned back on and everything's cranking back up, don't say like, oh, wow, Chevron's at 90. Who told me that? And maybe we trade it. Maybe it's just a quick swing trade. But all I'm saying is this is how good trades begin. You got to start planning them now, right? Remember, when everyone is thinking one thing, think the other thing.
Or it's trading down in anticipation of the dividend cut, and then once it happens, it bounces.
Uh-huh. Yep. So, again, I'm not saying like GE is a good trade. Okay, but GE, you could still have made some money throughout this May move after this gap came in. You know? Joseph says no one is traveling, which hurts oil quite a bit when that opens back up. Chevron is the strongest of the three. I agree with David. Kinder Morgan is pretty well sized. I mean, it's getting absolutely pounded. Lita says, GE, do you think it's ever coming back? Why do you think ExxonMobil will do the same? Again, I'll reiterate, I don't think it's necessarily going to come back. I don't think ExxonMobil will come back to, 112 or something. I think people use ExxonMobil products more than GE products. I think. Jacob says, are you saying leg into positions now or just keep your eyes out for swings once it starts to reverse? The second one. Not getting into it now. We're just planning it. This is the beginning of the planning stage, my friends. When all are selling, it's time to be buying. Exactly. I'm waiting for a big, big volume spike. Selling puts at COVID lows could absolutely be a play. Yep. $30 puts. Let's see what some $30 puts on ExxonMobil are selling for.
November is 93 cents.
Wow. November is 93 cents at a $30 put sale. 15% lower, and you get paid another 3% to do it. So you're really getting it at 29. It's not a bad play. Sam says Biden could do some things that really changes the horizontal world and the Permian with the ban of public land threat. Oh, I'm not that smart. I am not that. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm dumb. Anyway, guys, plan is start thinking about how you might want to be taking some bullish positions at some point. I just don't see oil going away anytime soon. General Electric products, people stopped using them decades ago. In the bigger picture, the grander scheme of things, I don't think Chevron, Exxon, and BP are going to go bankrupt. If they do, that's fine. Do not take a large position in them, right? They're not in an uptrend. This could be a 7-8 month play that we make a few $100,000 on, or a few $1,000s on, or $10,000 on, $100,000 on, and that's about it. Thomas says only thing keeping GE afloat was aerospace, and that's from an actual rocket scientist. So I'm with you, Thomas. I agree. All right, folks. Anyway, just something to think through. Start planning it and go from there. That's realistically what I got. Tomorrow is Transportation Thursday. And what would you all like to talk about on Thursday? Boeing, GSX, ARKK, Workhorse, RMBL again, RXT, LTHM, LAC, OMI, Virgin Galactic, UPS, FedEx, ICE, Nuon, TM, Chewy, Monster, IB. Ooh, Baba has just been on fire. Car Gurus, LB, ETC, Redfin, Zillow, MVIS, and Lemonade again. Spotify. All right, team. Cool deal. Well, hey, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. It's always a privilege, pleasure, and honor working with each and every one of you. Have fun. Enjoy your Wednesday night. And I will see you all later. And until then, love life, live life, trade. Bye.